Hello people, another beautiful day. Yeah, it's Monday. Hope your five senses work and your health and strength is good. But look, we talking about the Steam Deck today. It says, we already knew that some developers wasn't going to be on board with the Steam Deck just yet, and we know that the Steam Deck is a Windows Linux compatibility issue, so we already knew that. But listen to this. Warhammer Vermintide 2 dev says Steam Deck easy anti-cheat support ain't easy. It says here, when Epic Games announced its easy anti-cheat EAC service will be officially supported on the Steam Deck, the company said it was possible to activate anti-cheat support for Linux via Wine or Proton with just a few clicks. We already know that. Unfortunately, according to a developer of Warhammer Vermintide 2, this seemingly isn't the case. Says here in a Steam discussion thread via Gaming on Linux, Fat Shark staff member Hedge revealed that there are in fact two versions of EAC EOS Epic Online service and non-EOS. Hedge says this presents a problem for some developer who want their games to run on the Steam Deck because most games historically use non-EOS EAC. It's the one Vermintide 2 uses as well. Epic only adds Proton support for the EOS version of EAC. Therefore, in order to implement Proton support for Vermintide 2, a huge amount of rework of EAC implementation would be required. Then it says here, Dead by Daylight, developer Behavior Interactive, previously alluded to this issue back in October. We already know this. Leading to concern that it and other popular Steam games may not work on the Steam Deck at launch, if at all. Worse still, BattleEye, another popular third-party anti-cheat service, is also creating issues for games like DayZ, which may not work on Steam Deck. And then it says, however, this isn't the end times for Vermintide 2 or non-EOS EAC game support on Steam Deck. Hedge says that Fat Shark is still looking into porting the games to the newer EAC SDK, but any official support will ultimately come down to how much heavy lifting is involved in migrating from the EAC we have to the EOS EAC variant. And it says, while it did be a terrible shame if these capability issues couldn't be resolved before the Steam Deck February release date, recent reports indicates that plenty of games should still run great on Valve's portable gaming PC. That said, you might find the upcoming Aya Neo Next better suited your on-the-go gaming needs if you're looking for something with minimal fuss. Well, this is a Windows Linux issue, and there were articles before that was talking about this, talking about how some games were built for Windows, but all is not lost with the Steam Deck because there's already games running on it already, and based on the videos that are on YouTube right now showing off the games running on the Steam Deck, no handheld device or console is exempt from problems. Problems will come up, and it all comes down to how you go about resolving the issue. You know, do you sit there? Do you sit there? For instance, let me use Nintendo for a minute. They will sit there and blame sales all day. For instance, with the Wii U situation, they will sit there and blame sales, versus taking the Wii U back to the drawing board, fixing it, and bringing it back out. So they will use sales as an excuse. Use sales as an excuse for why problems are happening, versus addressing the problem with the hardware itself, and then deal with the sales issues later. So when it comes to video games, problems do come up, and it's all about how you go about addressing the issue. Now this anti-cheat software, remember Valve was saying it takes a few clicks, and there were articles that was talking about that like not everybody's on board with the Steam Deck so just yet, but we already know this. So this coming out now, it shouldn't stop them. It's not going to stop the momentum of the Steam. It's not going to stop the momentum of the Steam Deck. To tell you the truth, this can be fixed. One question I have with the Steam Deck is this. Okay, you got 16 gigs of RAM on the Steam Deck, right? So the question is, my question is like, okay, how many gigs of RAM? Okay, how many gigs of RAM is for the OS? Is it 1 gig of RAM for the OS or 2? 1 gig of RAM for the OS and 15 for games, or 2 gigs of RAM for the OS and 14 for games? That's the only question I got about the Steam Deck. But other than and that's it. But other than that, the handheld so far, because based off what Capcom showed and based off the games that were already running on it, looks good to me. So I mean, no handheld is exempt. Is exempt from problems. Problems do come up, but it all comes down to how you address them. Sometimes problems come up. Is this to like to embarrass the device, or make a big scene out of it, or is this an issue you want to be resolved? So, as far as the Steam Deck goes, it has a lot of games already that's already running on it. What, 80% out of their top 100 games? Only out of their top 100 games, 80% of them work on the Steam Deck, and then the rest they're trying to work through. So that's good enough, for what the Steam Deck has under the hood, CPU wise, GPU wise, RAM wise. That's good. So some games are going to work on the some games are going to work and others won't. But it's not a big deal like people like this article is making it out to be. It can be fixed. So it all comes down to how does Valve, Epic go about fixing this anti-cheat software. That's all it comes down to. But other than that, Steam Deck is good, man. With those huge library of games that they have, they're, like I said, there's 24 hours in a day. How many of them can you finish? Remember, you need 8 hours of sleep. So the Steam Deck is good, and people are still looking forward to this handheld, because they want to see it, want to play it, want to use it, and learn the ins and outs of it, and go from there. But other than that, man, this was just another, what you call, another a little of info to know, because when it comes to portable devices, no handheld is exempt from problems. Because look at the Nintendo Switch. They had issues too. Remember, they had a battery life problem too. They had a battery life problem. They had a Joy-Con problem. They had what else they had? They had games not running correctly on the Switch. So no handheld, man. is exempt from problems, man. It's just part of the game. It's a part of the gaming world, man. You know, don't think for 1 second that just because you release a handheld in the market that you're not going to get some criticism, some backlash and stuff like that. It's all part of the gaming universe, man. Welcome to the world of video games. Anyway, I'm going to leave this video for y'all to enjoy with this article. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Or Dark Side. Go. Peace.